Good morning, Illini. It's Friday, February 16th, and we are glad you are joining us. We've got a full half-hour show for you.
We are glad to have you back after a long winter break. Some of the stories we are following today, we have learned who the victims of the Parkland shooting are, including 2 teachers who are being hailed as heroes.
Of course, we will have our daily chat where we'll be discussing the latest in the GEO negotiations.
Then we'll get into the swing of things as GMI's Jessica Watson puts on her dancing shoes.
Plus, we are bringing back one of my favorites, GMI's senior bucket list. And finally, we are getting the info for this year's Illini-thon. So let's get this started.
Good morning, Illini.
A little weird.
Good morning, Illini. I'm Sarah Olin.
And I'm James Boyd. Sarah is glad to be back here on the set of GMI.
We made it, 8 semesters in? How many semesters? Second semester seniors. Here we are.
I know, and they didn't fire us.
They didn't fire us. This is a miracle, honestly.
It feels good to have some commitment from something.
Yeah, thank goodness.
I just get dumped.
Finally, senior year, we figured it out. We figured out what we want to do.
All right.
We have plenty on the show for you today. Before we start, we'd like to talk about the tragedy that happened in Parkland, Florida this week. 17 students and teachers lost their lives when a gunman opened fire.
So obviously everyone, or if you haven't heard of the story, it's been pretty sad.
Very sad.
Just one of those things you don't want to imagine as a student ourselves.
Oh, I know.
But we do want to just say that those teachers are heroes.
Absolutely, and one of them was a football coach.
Exactly, he jumped in front of bullets to save his kids and save his students. Obviously, people talk about being heroes, and we see all the movies, but do that in the moment and lay down your life for your students and your children. That's
just the utmost respect for them and just the utmost admiration for them as well.
Exactly. So definitely our condolences, love, prayers goes out to those families and everyone affected by the tragedy at that high school.
Absolutely. And taking it local, Thursday, a judge ruled a teenager accused of firing a gun at Mattoon High School last year fit to stand trial. One student was hurt in the shooting. He'll be in detention at his pretrial date at the end of March. So that's kind of taking things at a local swing. Obviously, this is a big topic that we're talking about in the news, and it's kind of crazy that it's happening, a couple miles away from Champaign.
Yeah, definitely an issue that needs to be addressed and addressed immediately.
Absolutely. We'd like to start this season with our daily chat. Our friends at the Daily Illini have covered plenty throughout the week.
So we're going to take a moment and talk about one of the top stories happening on campus.
Yes, so the GEO strike. It is upcoming. It might happen February 26th. There was a practice picket yesterday, you could call it. They're trying to negotiate deals with the university.
Yeah, obviously this is an issue for people like us who are going to be graduating in May.
Absolutely.
You don't want to be in a class where it could possibly be canceled or delayed and you're trying to graduate. But it's also tough for those first-year students who are coming in and trying to get acquainted to college, and then you find out, wait, I don't have class because my teacher doesn't want to work, or they want to go on strike.
And think about freshman year, probably all of your classes were taught or had a discussion or something by a TA.
Right.
So this definitely has a large impact, and I'm hoping that a negotiation kind of works itself out.
We'll see where it takes. We'll see where it goes.
Absolutely, yes. Thanks to our friend at the Daily Illini, and for more of these stories and more, you can go to the www.dailyillini.com.
We are about a month and a half into 2018, meaning there's plenty of time to find a new hobby this year.
GMI's own Jessica Watson went to learn about swing dancing right on campus, thanks to an RSO.
Every Thursday night at the Illini Union, the Illinois Swing Club is dancing away.
I mean, it doesn't matter where you start your day, you end it better when you come here. And now we get to teach together as well, which we love doing. Yeah.
The Illinois Swing Club is an RSO on campus that is constantly growing in attendance. Students and community members of all ages in the area are all welcome to attend each of these happening nights.
This is a great way to meet new people, be social. It's a way to learn a new skill that you'll use. A lot of members will take this. We travel, so we can go to other communities.
Rock, step, 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 step.
Many of these events they attend together even have a live band where they get to meet new people as well as get their swing on. Every Thursday they begin lessons at 7 p.m. and then at 9 p.m. there is freeform dancing for all. Lessons are just $25 for the entire semester with the option of taking beginning or intermediate classes to really start where you need.
I like the atmosphere, like the instructors are very, very nice, and they know what they are doing. So I think, yeah, that is what brings me back every time.
It's never too late to join. The club is always welcoming more people and might have even roped me in as well. In Urbana, Jessica Watson, Good Morning Illini.
All right, so that looked pretty hard. It looked like we were in the roaring 20s, you know?
Man, it's got nothing on this Millie Rock right here, you know, but it definitely looked like a fun time and just something you didn't know that I didn't know was taking place on campus.
I didn't know it was an RSO of all things. And how many, did you see how many people there were? That was crazy.
It looked pretty fun. So shouts out to them for going and doing something different.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, well, if you don't think you'd be good at swing dancing, maybe you could try something easier. In fact, I think Marissa and Annie tried a great alternative in this week's senior bucket list.
Morning, Illini.
Yeah.
I'm Annie Lyons.
And I'm Marissa Sulik, and we are here completing our senior bucket list item.
So when Marissa asked me what was on my senior bucket list, I thought about it and I was like, I really want to try DDR at the Union. It's always kind of intimidated me. There's always just a group of people that are really good at it.
There's a DDR Illini club.
Exactly.
One, we did not
Apparently
know
there's
this
a
till
club
we just got
that we
here.
just found out about. And I think it's time we finally take a crack at it.
So here we are. It's second semester senior year, and we are actually utilizing what the Illini Union has to offer. And little did we know, there's a club known as DDR Illini. From deodorant to even fans, these Illini know how to DDR. So why not take a stab at it?
So, ole, ole, ole.
That one. Okay, yes, we'll be the first to admit we are not nearly as exciting as DDR Illini, but we out here.
About to challenge one of the expert DDR people.
Yeah, we're too good for the other stuff, so we decided to ask them.
We need a
first one of
challenge.
us. Yeah,
We need
so
a
we're
little
gonna
bit of a
see
challenge.
what happens. Why not? We're
Yeah.
here. Little did we know that our PlayStation 2 days of DDR in our basements did not compare to what we encountered. Simply put, this is one extreme sport. Alright, so DDR recap, Annie?
I'm tired.
You're poor.
I'm really poor because I spent like the last few singles I had on DDR.
And we're sweating.
And we're sweating.
Those
Very
people
sweaty.
keep deodorant and baby powder in the stations at all times.
And they
so
have fans.
If you need anything at all,
And
they're
they
right
have
there.
fans. That's how intense this got. It was really good. This is probably as good of a workout as going to the art. So
Exactly.
Honestly,
yeah. Where were we the
yeah,
past 4 years?
exactly.
Checking off this our first year bucket list, second semester senior
Exactly.
year.
So
Thanks, guys.
Good morning,
Illini.
That was amazing. Well, if you aren't into swing dancing or Dance Dance Revolution, you can still get into dance this year and help raise money for a great cause. James is joined by someone special guest to learn about Illini-thon.
Thanks, Sarah. I'm here with Luke Campbell and Francesca Friedman from Illini-thon. Guys, thanks for coming out today.
Thanks for having us.
All right. So first, can you give our viewers a little summary of what Illini-thon actually is?
Yes, so Illini-thon is a year-long movement that helps raise funds and awareness for our local Children's Miracle Network Hospital. So we put on lots of different events throughout the year that, one, raises funds so that the kids have the best medical care available, two, creates an environment where kids can just be kids again, gets them out of the hospital, running around, feeling like kids again, and gaining back that childhood that everyone deserves, but unfortunately they're missing out on.
Dang, that was more than I expected. that was pretty good. What are ways for students to get involved in Illini-thon if they can't attend the event themselves?
Yeah, so like Lou said, we have events all throughout the year. Like we have ice skating events with our kids, basketball games that they come to, all kinds of different events. And then, of course, they can donate to their friends who are participating in the event, which is probably the easiest way to get involved.
Okay, and how was your experience with Illini-thon, and what has kind of brought you here today to talk about it?
Alanathon's 10 out of 10, really. Alanathon is, that was a stupid joke, but Alanathon has 100% changed my life. It makes me grateful for every single day and every moment of every day. It's an incredible organization, and I would really recommend that anyone can get involved if they can.
Yeah, I definitely, I've heard about it. I've seen a lot of people get involved with it, so maybe it's my time to finally do something.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, thank you all for coming in today. So again, thank you to Luke, Francesca. That is definitely an awesome thing to talk about and advocate for. And if you want to check out more information on this, you can go to www.alanathon.org.
Yes, pretty awesome. I did Alanathon for 2 years. Gotta say, I sweat my booty off. It was so fun. But something that you probably won't be doing this weekend is sweating. Let's take a look at this weekend's weather. So it looks like it's going to be a little chilly this weekend, not the 60 degrees we had yesterday. That was so nice. I loved it. But look out for cloudy skies and probably some wind. But yeah, it's overall just a typical February weekend. After the break, we'll take a look at some new music and movies. But first, let's get an update from UI7 News.
This season, the University of Illinois has seen the highest rate of reported stolen bikes in history. Being back from winter break, students and faculty are once again using their bikes to get to class. Police Communications Director Patrick Wade explained why he thinks the reports have gone up.
When we start telling people about these things, about these safety issues or property crime issues, and people become more aware about it, we find that people are more willing to report those things.
In order to combat the theft, local police have put out new high-tech decoy bikes with GPS tracking in hopes of catching any thieves. Using electric data and video footage from the anti-theft decoy bikes, the University of Illinois Police Department is already finding great success in catching bike thieves.
And also we've made 7 arrests since we've started this, so 7 bike thieves have been arrested, and hopefully it's that many fewer people who are going to be trying to do this on campus, so I think that's been very, very helpful.
The police have seen a 2.5 times increase in bike reports after the launch of the bikes as compared to any months prior. The bike racks here in between Lincoln Hall and the English building have some of the highest rate of theft on campus. University of Illinois student Mary Lou Cardenas says she takes extra precautions when it comes to bike theft.
Well, I try to use it every day just so they don't see that it's just lying there, and when I leave for break I take it up into my apartment and put it in my room, just so they don't have time to try to open the lock.
Police would not grant access to the actual bikes being used in their investigation in order for the bikes to work effectively and keep the privacy. In Urbana, I'm Caroline Hinman, UI7 News.
So James, coming fresh off the Grammys, we've got some new music in 2018, pretty exciting.
Yeah, Kendrick Lamar took home a lot of awards at the Grammys.
He did.
I felt like Cardi B definitely got robbed for Rap Song of the Year.
You know what? I will agree.
Was a jam.
Hey, props to Kendrick, though. That was a pretty good album, and visually, that album was beautiful.
Exactly, and now he's back at it again with the Black Panther album.
He is. I'm so excited for that movie. It's going to be so much fun.
We'll see.
Well, now looking for new music to listen to, Anike Awoye can fill you in on this week's music review.
Yes, thanks, guys. So, as you all know, the Black Panther film premieres in theaters this weekend, and it is already open to rave reviews. This you probably already know. So let me be the first to tell you that its soundtrack is also something to get excited about too. The album was released just 1 week ago, and I've had a chance to listen from beginning to end. And now, here's what I thought. This album is a hip-hop dream, literally.
Hip-hop, man.
I mean, one of the most Grammy-nominated rap artists of 2018 curated the album himself, the one and only Kendrick Lamar. The creator of this year's Best Rap album lent his talents and his record label to the development of this album. Of course, Kendrick Lamar is a highly respected name among rap listeners, and he's earned 11 Grammys to prove it. Crazy! Director of the Black Panther film, Ryan Coogler's choice to put Lamar in charge was definitely a good one. Lamar has a reputation for raps that embody racial pride and speak the conscious truths of many Black Americans. So basically, Kugler could totally see Kendrick as the 2018 Black Panther. Yep, I totally see it. Meaning his music tastes and abilities are perfect for the Black Panther soundtrack. So let's get into the music. What's real cool about this album is its representation of black music on a global scale. The track list begins with the title song Black Panther, and right away we get African tribe drums to set the tone of the album. And on that same track we hear familiar sounds of Lamar's Californian Bay Area roots. From there we get Afrobeats, and later we hear some UK soul. This album is definitely not your rigid rap album and has something for every listener. Newcomer SZA appears on All the Stars, adding her melodic vocals to soften Kendrick's hard-hitting bars, making it appealing to pop rap audiences. And we also get to hear the R&B artist The Weeknd's dreamy falsetto by the end of the track list. The lyrics across all songs on this album really entice the stakes of the film, and if they are any indicator of what to expect of the movie, then I can say for sure that The Black Panther is one you will not forget. The Black Panther premieres this weekend in theaters, and you can download the soundtrack now on all streaming platforms.
All right, so my favorite song on the album is Big Shot with Travis Scott. It is definitely a banger.
That one's good to work out to for sure. I love the one with The Weeknd. That one's awesome.
You see, all the best songs are the ones featuring somebody else. Kendrick, you roll position. Every now and then he left, brother.
Amazing. Well, we've touched on the new music of 2018, but what about new TV shows?
Luckily, Leia and Dixie were using their break from GMI to surf Netflix in order to give us their best Netflix review.
And I'm Dixon Bacha. And it's Valentine's Day! He has a gun! He literally has a gun pointed to Sienna. Those are women's pants for sure. It's like The Bachelor. Is that an actual dead polar bear on your room? I hope not. You're vegan. Just bros being guys. That was a guy from SVU. What's his name? Ice-T. Oh, no, 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 no. Plot twist! There's like realistic blood shooting out of him too. What the heck? I never really liked him anyway. He was a. He was not really like Santa Claus anyway. Santa was being a flat character. Santa was a static character, I think. He did. Honestly, I don't hate this movie. I think it's kind of funny. I feel like I'm having a stroke. Oh, he's turning into old Michael Bolton. 90s Bolton. He puts people in the mood with this song? Yeah! Happy Valentine's Day! Honestly, I thought that was terrible. Well, I guess this is your edition of whatever we decide to call this. Terrible. I thought it was kind of funny. I would not recommend watching it again. If you're trying to like just have something on this Valentine's Day that'll kind of make you laugh, but really you're just trying to Netflix and chill with your Valentine's Day date. Well, I hope you guys like this, and back to the station. Is that what we said? Yeah, we're gonna
After the break. Okay.
these cornflakes. Bye. Bye. Bye.
After the break, Sarah is getting a lesson in building balloon animals.
I'm so excited, but first let's get one last look at the weather. Okay, so cold, of course. It's February.
I mean, I can't really complain because the last few days has been pretty warm.
You know what? Yeah, yesterday was 60. Like, it may have been muggy and, like, weird out, but at least it was 60 degrees.
Yeah, if it's 60 again, anytime soon, you'll see me in shorts. Against my mother's discretion, Mom, I'm sorry, but anything over 50, the kid is in shorts. I'm sorry.
I feel like that's all of college. Like, as soon as it hits 60, everyone's in shorts.
Man, 50 degrees around the Chicagoland area, you know, it's summertime in my opinion. So, hey, if I get sick, it's my fault.
Well, yeah, exactly. Well, enjoy that cold weather if you can, or stay inside, I guess, if you need to. We'll be right back.
Building full of bright colors and beautiful decor is called La Casa Cultura Latina, or La Casa for short. It is home to many events and programs that reflect and support the Latina culture. One example being this self-care workshop where they showed students how to make bath bombs and essential oils for relaxation.
Kind of rub a little bit.
Assistant Director of La Casa Cultura Latina, Araceli Diaz, says she has noticed a higher attendance at their events since the 2017 school year started.
There was a lot of heaviness on this campus, and so we were trying as much as possible just to let students know that we are a safe space. We changed some of our programming and some of the things on our newsletter to just let students know if you want to take action, these are the different trainings you could go to.
La Casa holds events like these with the students' well-being in mind. Events here at La Casa Cultura Latina attract of upwards of 50 students per week. One student, Violeta Montanez, was introduced to La Casa when she was a senior in high school, just visiting the U of I campus.
Coming to La Casa reminds me of home because it's like really, it's like welcoming here. I come in, I feel so like relieved and stress relieved.
Student staff member Daisy Moran says La Casa wants to help students who might be struggling.
So this is more of like remembering to take care of yourself first, so then you can like work on other things, because you can't pour from an empty glass. That's what I always say.
It is clear that La Casa has changed many students' lives.
La Casa is my home, and I'm really happy to say that. Yeah.
I'm Kelly Rice, UI7 News.
All right, so we all know how Snapchat's update isn't exactly the greatest. So luckily we have a few of our own GMI people that will go out and, went out actually this past week and talk to people at the student union about their new opinions on Snapchat. Those two were Demi Ramirez and Taylor Howard.
Illini, we're here at the Illini Union Courtyard getting students' opinions on the new Snapchat update.
Okay, so this new Snapchat update, how do you feel about it?
Well, I know everyone hates it, but mine didn't update at all, so I'm living my life.
So tell me your real feelings about the Snapchat update.
Okay, so when I saw the Snapchat update, I was like, oh my God, what is going on?
So how do you feel about the new Snapchat update? Do you like it?
I actually don't hate it. Most of my friends were like, they updated before I did, and they hated it, and I was like, it's not so bad.
So the update, has this ruined Snapchat?
I don't think so. It's very new though. Something people are not used to. They misplaced a lot of things and they moved a lot of things around.
I think they need to fix it because I get confused because I can't see everyone's story.
Okay, Snapchat, do you like it or do you not?
So I like the new update. I like the old Snapchat too, but I think they're both good.
They need to fix that whole update, girl. Like, I'm just like, And I know a lot of people who don't use the app anymore.
It's so unorganized. Like your chats are mixed up with your stories, and I think you only get to like watch the stories at the top that you watch normally, so it's stupid.
They like rearranges the whole order, you know. Not a fan. Would like to unupdate.
You would like to unupdate.
But I think they should fix it because I feel like they're gonna lose a lot of business because of this. So, and I'm a big snapper too, so it's very hard.
So how do you feel about the new Snapchat update?
I hate it so much.
I know, honestly, I think it's pretty ugly and it keeps making me like lose my streaks and stuff. It's just bad.
Are you a streaker? Do you like to have streaks with your friends?
Yeah.
And I hate when you have to click on the thing. It's like, oh, click, and it says, oh, tap to view story. And I'm like, I used to just swipe, but now you have to double, it's twice as much work, so yeah.
What's your new favorite source of social media now?
It's a good question. Email.
But I really like the new where it's the glow and the different fonts. Yeah. I like that. I mean, I think they kind of redeemed themselves for that. But other than that, yeah, they need to fix it.
Well, we heard the people, and clearly they do not like the new Snapchat update.
Yeah, I can speak.
All right, welcome back. I'm joined by Rock and Ryan. Today, Ryan is going to show us how to make, what are you making today?
Well, I mean, I was thinking about making you some flowers.
Oh my God,
it's,
amazing.
Such a rainy day.
Okay, I love that. Also, I thought this was a basketball hoop at first, but now I'm hearing that it looks like a crown.
It's a morning hat.
Okay.
You wear this on your Sunday morning to greet the day. Everyone has one.
All right, so Sunday morning when I head out, I'm gonna wear this.
Yeah, of course. So How are you doing?
I'm good. How many years have you been doing this? How did you like teach yourself how to do this?
I've been doing this for 4 years.
4?
Yeah.
Wow.
It was actually a family trade passed down from my grandfather onto me.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool.
Yeah, he worked at Barnum and Bailey.
No way.
Back in the day.
I just saw The Greatest Showman.
He's not featured.
Ah, darn it.
They cut him out of that one.
Really? Oh.
Yeah. So this trade was passed down from generations. So.
Okay, nice. So what is your favorite thing to make?
I'm a really good giraffe maker.
Giraffe, that's my favorite animal.
Yeah.
That's so great. Well, I'll have to check it out next time.
Oh, for sure.
I find you.
Yeah. Oh,
no.
jeez. Let's try
All
this
right,
again.
one more. Yeah, we got it. Smart. It's trial and error, right? All part of balloon.
Yeah,
making.
I did that on purpose.
Okay,
Just keeping you on your
For
toes.
the element of a surprise. Let's see.
Uh-oh.
I also, if you guys notice, he has a balloon tie, bow tie. Like, that is the most incredible thing I have seen.
Mind holding that for me?
Yes, okay, for sure. Oh, I see. Okay, nice.
Guess I'm not teaching you.
Oh no, it's fine. I'm learning. I'm learning while I watch. Oh, that is so fancy. Perfect for springtime, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So 4 years. How do you how much do you practice?
I think my mic though.
Oh, that's okay.
I practice all day, every day.
Wow.
This is
Well, thank you, sir. Amazing.
no problem. Yeah, but you can find me around campus. I like to go around to the bars to entertain. But if you have any special events, I do events.
Amazing.
I can do decor as well.
Well, thanks for joining us, Ryan, and sending it back to you, James.
All right. Well, thanks for watching our show. We had a great time today. We'll be back next Friday at 9 a.m. You can follow us on Twitter. Plus, give our GMI page a like on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel where you can see all of our GMI episodes live streaming Fridays at 9 a.m. Make it a great day and
Good morning, Illini. Oh, is that me? Good morning, Illini.
Oh, so I believe something happened this week, and I think one of our anchors. Hey,
What?
come here, Sarah.
I already have so many gifts.
In your life. I can't think of what it was. You got a lot of stuff going on right now, but
Aww.
yeah.
Thanks, Ann.
Someone's
birthday. I love when Annie makes an appearance on the show. She's
So, as you can see, Sarah definitely has a bunch of stuff going on.
all these gifts.
Happy belated birthday.
It's been an awesome birthday.
You got your morning hat according to Rocket.
Morning hat is
So-
here. Very excited. Can't wait to eat this cupcake. Definitely gonna be. You want to share it? We both didn't have breakfast.
Yeah, that might be the mood. That might be the mood. All right. So overall, what was your favorite part about being back on GMI?
Oh my gosh. Okay, I loved all the segments this week. They were so fun. The swing dancing was hilarious. How about the Dance Revolution? That was hilarious.
I think that was solid. I also think I think having Lion-Thon come in and talk about what they do, because we hear about it so often, but
Absolutely.
getting details on it and actually being close to people or having a chance to talk to people that are heavily involved in it, that was pretty cool.
And it's becoming bigger and bigger each year, which I think is like the coolest part about it. I think we're trying to get up to University of Indiana, which is great.
Exactly. And then obviously we started our show with what happened down in Florida.
Yes.
Want to send our condolences one last time
Absolutely.
to those families and to the people that were affected by that tragedy.
Yes, absolutely. Serious respect to all the heroes there. And yeah, it's been great. I have all
We
these
gave you a little pump fake to end the show because he had to surprise Sarah.
Yeah,
I guess we got a little airtime. And again, they didn't fire us.
We're still here, James.
You might see me again about 2 to 3 weeks.
I think so. I think so. Well, thank you so much for joining us once more.
Good morning, Illini.